Today's Buccaneer Update, we're talking again with CSU softball coach Shane Winkler, whose team opened the season with a 3-game sweep of Furman this past weekend. Guess it's always good to get out of a starting block with a couple wins.
That's a big key. We got, like I said, a lot of experience on the team, and just get off to a great start because we have a lot of high expectations, and getting off to the proper start really sets our foundation for what we're trying to achieve this season.
Morgan Doughty pitched a complete game in the opener, also picked up a win in the last game of the series. Freshman Giles made her debut as well with 5 scoreless innings on Saturday. How excited are you and pitching coach Meredith Feltz about her potential?
Giles had a ton of potential. That's very well put. She threw very well after the first inning in our second game. She struggled a little bit in the first inning with getting behind in the count, and that's been our big thing with her. If she stays ahead in the count, she's going to be very, very tough to hit. So her ceiling is very, very high. We're looking for some big-time things out of her, not only this year but in the future. But she's going to be counted on to throw a lot of big innings. Then Morgan Doughty got a lot of great experience last year. Threw well this weekend. Struggled a little bit in game one, but the big thing is we got the experience of her, coming out of a tight situation. We got a comeback victory for her. So for her to come out of the weekend with 2 wins and really no earned runs, it really bodes well for what we're trying to achieve out of her as well.
For hitters or pitchers, what's more difficult early in the year? Who usually seems to have the upper hand with some of the colder weather?
Well, usually the upper hand goes to the pitchers, just because timing with the hitters and everything. But with us, we feel like we're almost in mid-season form a little bit because we scrimmage so much. We've seen so much live pitching. It's just like you look at a Major League Baseball team. They go through so many spring training games. We've kind of put our team through that as well. We've been scrimmaging 2 and 3 times a week, so we've seen a lot of live game action for our team already. Our hitters came out struggling the first day, but that was a little bit of first-day jitters, trying to do a little too much at the plate. Really trying to hit a 2-run home run on every swing you saw from our hitters in game one. Then the second day we had a situation where the wind's blowing in about 25 miles per hour, so our hitters knew no matter how far they hit it, it wasn't going to go out. So they sat back a little bit and just tried to hit the ball hard in play, and a lot of good things happened. We put up a lot more runs doing that, and that's the way we got to attack the rest of the season. Just trying to hit the ball as hard as we can, and not really trying to leave the park all the time. The home runs will come when we do the things that we're supposed to do.
Jessica Brock had the 2-run double to win the game for you in the opener of the series. 7 RBI in 3 games overall, and Megan Lombard got off to a good start as well. It's a pretty good 1-2 you guys have at the top of the lineup.
Definitely, I'm excited about them. Like I said, with our lineup, it's not a typical top of the lineup. We don't have a ton of speed up there where we're going to look just to put the ball in play. That's 2 kids that are going to put up a bunch of power numbers. And with our lineup, if anyone should be behind a little bit timing-wise, it would be Jessica Brock. She missed the entire fall. Was out the entire summer, had back surgery, so we weren't even sure until a few weeks before the season if she was going to be able to start the season. So for her to start off the way she did, it just shows how solid of a hitter she is, and the work that she's put in over the past couple weeks to get her timing right. And we expect big time things out of her. And Megan Lombard has had a great career so far, and I believe this can be her best season overall. She's swung the bat better now than she has the past 3 years. So we're looking for a lot out of them, and then the rest of our lineup as well. We have a lot of kids that can put up some very good numbers.
Back in action this weekend at the College of Charleston Classic. 5 games in 3 days, starting with Marshall Friday bright and early at 10 a.m. What do these tournaments do for you to get you ready for the Big South season?
Well, everything's a preparation for Big South and what we're trying to accomplish, which is NCAA tournament play. So we're playing a very strong field this weekend with, like I said, starting off with Marshall and then Kennesaw State, 2 very, very solid teams. Marshall will do a lot of things very well. They have a lot of team speed that we're going to have to try to prepare for this week. Kennesaw was young last year and returns a lot of starters, so 2 very solid teams. And we play some other solid competition as well out of Akron and Morehead State, and then it's always exciting to play our crosstown rival in College of Charleston. So it's going to be an exciting weekend.